All right, outside the box 333. Thank you for liking, subscribing, and following, and making sure to share with others. This is your divine masculine, twin flame, soulmate, whatever you want to call it, divine counterpart. This is the divine masculine's message and how they are feeling. So I am pulling from Fire Witch Tarot's Love and Lust, and from Divine Essentials, Deeper Desires. When I'm afraid of intimacy, your love makes me vulnerable. I cannot defend myself against it, and that scares me more than anything ever has. The way you touch me soothes my fear of love. So this person is in love, but so afraid of it, because with love, you're completely vulnerable, you're completely open, like you're like literally like naked in front of the other person. Yes, physically, but also emotionally, and they can see all of you. And it's sort of disconcerting when that happens. And so their natural mechanism is to protect themselves against it. And also their paradigm and their ego is also like, we are uncomfortable with this, we don't want it, as much as you truly, truly, truly do want it. And then, but you can't help yourself when you are together and she touches you, and it's over. You're done. You're like hook, line, and sinker, and you are completely lost in it. You give into it, you surrender to it, and encourage you to carry that through the whole situation if you are truly, truly in love. And just sink into it, let that sweet bliss wash over you. Whether it ends up being long term or short term, it's to be loved is a very beautiful thing. And she has her hands on you, so she's sort of like behind you, sort of like just letting you like rest on her, and she's like, it's okay, just open up to me, move on, move in, and let's just enjoy this moment. And this love has a way of also soothing like physical aches and pains too, so just let it happen. Unrequited love. You wish to have more than just sex, but they don't want any emotional attachments. You refuse to believe it's true in hopes that they will eventually fall in love, only to end up brokenhearted. So this could be the divine feminine is feeling this way. This is what she's been experiencing with you, or this is what you've been experiencing from them. And they've made it very, very clear that you're either a one-night stand, or you're just like a companion at night, or a mistress, but you have fallen in love. And you truly want more. But also listen to your intuition, your guts, and really, really pay attention to the feelings you're picking up from them. Are they feeling the same way, but they're like, they're afraid. They don't want that vulnerable feeling. They want to be tough and be strong and in control, and so therefore they might not be able to open up right now. Or maybe they need some time to eventually open up. But know that sometimes pushing it, trying to control it, can leave you brokenhearted. Or sometimes choosing to step away and just let the universe work can also leave you it can hurt. But at the same time, know that the universe is calling you up to a higher level. And the only way they can be called up to a higher level is to let them choose to be called up to a higher level as well. And you also can't fix them. So just send them love and light. Pay attention to what you're feeling. Know when it's been too much, or you need to do you more, and step away from it and let the universe use that time of separation to work wonders. Or two, you also will be pulled to somebody who is like completely surrenders and completely will treat you the way you are supposed to be treated. So listen to your gut. Ultimately, your life is yours, so make sure you're living your life. And at the same time, if you're this masculine, be honest with them and really look at how you're treating them, and know that you are being a true man. You will talk to them openly about this and be like, hey, this is not working out, I can't give to you what you want. Or completely tell them, I really do love you and I just don't know how to open up to you. And in that vulnerability, by you speaking about it and being vulnerable with it, will actually help you both in the long run, because sometimes what's not spoken about is worse than what is spoken about. Curves, running fingers over every inch, slow kisses, tingles up the inner thigh. So there is definitely this very physical and sexual attraction, and they are completely drawn to your curves. And both, yeah, sexually attracted to your curves, but at the same time just appreciating beauty. And they just think you are gorgeous, gorgeous, gorgeous. And slow kisses, tingles up the inner thigh, so they just want to worship you. They are completely in the only way they can possibly really show their love and their what they're trying to express to you that they can't verbally is trying to tell you how much they do care, but in a very physical way. So don't be like, oh, he just like wants to touch me. Pay really attention to the feelings that you're picking up behind all of that. Darkness. The deepest, darkest desires I have include you being in my bed. So there's this constant thought of you, and you're constantly thinking about her, and know that it's going on all the time. And when they have these deeper, darkest desires, you're the one that comes to their mind. And they can't resist the curves because they want to make love to you. And they want to be in and know that in darkness, there's actually vulnerability. And so sometimes you'd be like, I'm not so sure about this. Really, really pay attention to what's behind all of it. And before you completely throw the baby out with the bathwater, just really, really pull back and examine. Dominate. Tie me up and take control. Whether you like this or they like this, there is definitely some give and take here. And possibly what this is all experiencing is going on both sides. You're both afraid. You're both so afraid to open up that you're also afraid of being brokenhearted. But if you're afraid of being brokenhearted, then of course you won't open up, and then that will be exactly how you end up, is brokenhearted. So let the give and take happen, both in your communication and with physically as well. And if you can't necessarily open up verbally at first, keep showing up in a physical sense, and just keep showing them so much with your feelings and with your touch that eventually it just sort of like comes out of you verbally and how you're feeling. So this is your divine masculine, and this is the message for you. Make sure you're liking, subscribing, and commenting and sharing with others. And I will be doing one of the divine feminine here shortly.